Hello, this is David from the Bookman in Orange, and I welcome you to Things Found in Old Books. Today we have a couple of interesting items plus a submission. So now let's get started. In this book here, Burns, The Complete Poetical Works. Now, Robert Burns was the premier poet of Scotland. He's still considered that. He's a dynamite poet. This book here was published in Glasgow in 1938. Within this book, we found this calling card. Now, I love these things, calling cards. They recall a time past. You know, back in those days, you'd have a calling card made, and you'd show up at somebody's house, and you'd hand it to their manservant. And they'd take it to the boss. They know who's coming in the door, and or as a form of greeting, a form of letting people know who you are. Kind of interesting. It slowly devolved into the business card that we still see today. But anyway, so at this time here, we got Mr. William Young of 98 Stamperland Hill. That's in Glasgow. So he's got a Scottish address, and there's his card. But on the back, there's a little message. It says, "With love and best wishes from home for many happy returns of November the 26th. In this book here, Marine Painting, right there, we found an envelope and it looked like junk mail. I mean, in books, a lot of time people will get junk mail and they'll just put it in as a bookmark, a placeholder. They throw in the junk mail. But I thought this was a little more interesting. It's from the Columbia House, which was that record club where you would join Columbia House and they'd send you a record. You'd take those little stamps with the album you want on it, and you put it on the card, you mail it in, they send it to you, and the first three are a penny. But they went on for years. They went on from 1955 to I wrote it down somewhere, 1990 something. But anyway, so this is, it's not really from Columbia House. It's from the Collection Services International. They're collecting money for Columbia House. So this guy here, he decided he wasn't going to pay for this stuff anymore. And so they're sending him collection letters. He had ordered the game by Queen. He ordered The Song Remains the Same by Led Zeppelin. And then there's another copy of the game. So I don't know if they sent him two copies of the game by mistake or he wanted to buy one for a friend. I'm not sure. But anyway, they wanted their money back, $79.57. We want our money. So, pay up. I don't know what they're going to do if you don't pay up. I don't know what they did in those days, but they send you letters that looked official. They want their money. But the funny thing about this is that the envelope that was included here has a stamp on it that's never been used. And the back is kind of like ripped open. It's like the guy wrote the check, put it in the envelope, put it in here, and then had a change of heart. His friend said, "What are you paying that for?" Dummy. And so he took it back out and never did send it away. Anyway, so the bill's still outstanding, I guess. Now, I've often asked that if people have something they want to submit to the show, to please send a picture and a brief description of what the item is, and we'll be glad to present it here on this little broadcast. And we have one such item that was sent to us by Corey in California. She sent us a picture of a book called The Talking Crocodile from 1968, written by a father-daughter team. And the book is signed by both the father and the daughter. What Corey found inside was a newspaper article, but it also has handwriting by either the father or the daughter around it, to the person who submitted the article, that thanks for the article about their book and explaining a little bit more about it. And so I got a little handwritten note on top of this article by one of the authors. And I thought that was really cool. And I really appreciate you sending that, Corey, from California. And if anybody else has something they'd like to submit, please remember to send it to oldbook@ebookman.com. Send a picture and a little description of what you found. Well, that's all I have for today. Good day.